Every parent wants to be successful and raise a child that becomes an outstanding adult. Whilst there is no magic formula for this, because there are many variables and influences on them, there are consistent factors and traits that the parents of successful kids share. After all, a lot of the influences and learnt behaviors will come down unsurprisingly to the parents. So here are some things successful parents do. 1. They instill a good work ethic, making the kids do chores, for example. This teaches children that they need to contribute and make the effort. And that ultimately this leads to rewards. 2. They not only teach and encourage mental and physical skills, but also social and emotional ones. Kids that get on well socially and understand emotions do better. 3. They have expectations that the child has to try and reach. This encourages the habit of having goals and achieving them. It introduces the child to living up to expectations, first introduced by others but eventually their own. 4. Successful parents have good healthy relationships. Studies have shown, stable and happy parents produce children who perform better. You can still be a single parent, but having good healthy relationships are the key. 5. The higher the education of the parent, the better the child does. It's important to know that some of this is tied to expectations rather than the actual education, so don't give up hope if your education standards aren't that great. Simply make sure to still maintain a high expectation. 6. Successful parents teach their kids math skills, particularly preschool. Going to school with a rudimentary understanding of numbers is a good predictor of performance, and even affects the child's ability to read. 7. Parents with children that achieve success have healthy relationships with the child, particularly in the early years. 8. The best parents are less stressed. There is a phenomenon where people can catch emotions from one another, so this explains why this contributes to raising successful children. 9. They are authoritative rather than authoritarian or permissive. Permissive, the parent tries to be non-punitive and accepting of the child. Authoritarian, the parent tries to shape and control the child based on a set standard of conduct. Authoritative, the parent tries to direct the child rationally. The ideal is the authoritative. The child grows up with a respect for authority, but doesn't feel strangled by it. 10. Successful parents teach determination and tenacity, the ability to set goals, have high expectations and pursue them relentlessly. Other traits shared by successful parents, but that may well be out of their own control, are: the mothers of the household generally work. Also, the parents are above average in the socio-economic ladder. In other words, it helps to get off to a good start in life. But don't give up if you cannot meet all the requirements. There are at least 10 things that we can all work on.